Yes, friends, though we have completed the three stanzas of the poetry, but it is the speciality of Sarojini Devi Naidu that I have told you that this poem, Coromandel Fisher, has both the allegoric and the metaphoric values to it. Means, as an allegory, it speaks to the fisherman, and at the same time, metaphorically, it quotes the people of India which were in the slavery during those days. At the same time, she has very powerfully and beautifully depicted it by using different type of the figures of speech in this poetry. So it will be incomplete if we don't go through the different figure of speeches she has used here in the poetry. So from the first stanza we will go ahead. Yes, rise brothers rise. Here, rise brothers rise. Rise brothers rise. And here is hyphen. Yes, call. What happened here in the opening line? Rise and rise is repeated. The word is repeated. When the word is repeated, then there is repetition. The word is repeated, and so we'll see what is repetition. Repetition is, it is the figure of speech. A word or a phrase is repeated. Repetition means a word or a phrase is repeated. Example, a very famous example of Robert Frost in the poetry of stopping by the woods in the snowy evening is another example. And miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. These two lines, complete words are repeated. There is the repetition. Here in our poetry, rise brothers rise. Here she has opened the poem with the repetition, the figure of speech. At the same time, there is only rise brothers rise is not only the repetition, but she has to give the message to the fisherman. At the same time, the people of India, the brothers of India. Second, the wakening skies pray to the morning light. Here, the wakening skies is compared to, I have told you while explanation that this wakening skies is compared to someone who is sleeping, who is waking up from the sleep. The wakening skies pray to the morning light. Means here again, the metaphor is used at the same time. Who wake up? Wake up. And another is pray to morning light. Pray. Here also, another figure of speech is used called as personification. Here the metaphor and personification both is used. What is metaphor then? Metaphor is the implied simile. Means in simile we say, what is simile? In simile says, we directly compare, we make the comparison between the two. We make the comparison between the two different things or objects, etc., using words like as or like. He is as brave as lion is simile. This room is as hot as furnace is simile. But here she has used the metaphor. Then what is metaphor? Because metaphor is an implied simile. When we say it is implied simile, that means he is as brave as lion is simile, but he is a lion is metaphor. When we say this room is as hot as furnace is simile, this room is furnace is metaphor. Shivaji was as brave as Chhatrapati Shivaji was as brave as lion, or Chhatrapati Shivaji was lion. Metaphor. Here the poetess has used this. At the same time, personification. What is this personification? Personification means human action is given. Human action is given to non-human or non-living thing. Example of personification is the roses were smiling in the garden. How could rose smile? Have you ever heard this or seen the smiling of the rose? But you know very well what the writer or the poet want to say. Roses were smiling in the garden. The stars began to peep. And third, the lightning has the tongue of fire. Lightning from the sky. Many times it claims the death of the people where it falls, destroy the natural parts, and the human being where it falls. So dangerous it is lightning. Then roses is a non-living thing and it is smiling. Another example, the star is a non-living thing, it peeps like a human being. The lightning has a tongue like a human being. So the human action is given to non-human or non-living thing. Then there is the figure of speech, personification. Here also we see the wind lies asleep. Wind is the non-living thing and sleep is the action of human being or living thing. Second, arm of the dawn. Dawn has arms, means like the human being. Dawn is again compared like the human being. In the arms of the dawn, like the child that has cried all night. Means here, the atmosphere of the sea is as if the child is crying all night. In this stanza, there is a personification and metaphor. In second stanza, the sea is our mother, the cloud is our brother, the waves are our comrades. Means sea is our mother. What happened here? Again, it is a metaphor. Sea is our mother. They implied simply. It is not the sea loves us as our mother. No. Sea is our mother. Cloud is our brother. And waves are our friends. That is comrades. That means again, metaphor is used here. There is a comparison between the cloud and brother. There is a comparison between the sea and mother, waves and comrades. So it is metaphor used here. Again, where the hand of the sea god drives. Sea god drives. Hands of the sea god. Again, personification is there. Then, he who holds the storm by the hair will hide in his breast our lives. Yes, last line of the second stanza. Here H, he, H, who, H, holds H. And similarly, in the same line. Here, alliteration. Alliteration means a letter or the sound is repeated. A letter or sound is repeated. And when the letter or sound is repeated, the letter or the sound is repeated. That is the sound of the first letter of the word is repeated. Then there is alliteration. She was shivering with the shock. Here SH is repeated. So the letter is repeated S and H. So there is alliteration. The black sky was blaring to burn blue. Here the B is repeated. There is a alliteration. So in the line, sweet is the shade of the coconut glade and the scent of the mango grove. Here, the sweet is the shade. S is repeated, so alliteration. The sound of S is repeated. Here is the alliteration. Again, but sweeter, O brothers, the kiss of the spray. Here, kiss is the action of human being. Kiss is the action of human being, and the kiss of the spray. Spray is a non-living thing. And the dance of the white foam's leaf. The dance is again the action of the human or living being, but non-living thing, the waves are dancing. So here in the poem in the stanza, and in the third stanza, second line, the sweet are the sounds of the full. Yes, but the sweeter over the kiss of the spray and the dance of the white moon leaf, we find here personification. And again the last line of the third stanza, row brothers row to the edge of the verge where the low sky meets with the sea. Here I have told you while writing the meaning of the mates means meet, metne, with joy. The two friends are meeting. That type of emotions are expressed in the last lines where the low sky meets with the sea, means the sky and sea, they meet each other and play. They meet each other and they play. This action of human being is expressed again in the concluding lines of the poem. In this way, the personification is used by the poet very powerfully. These are the different figure of speeches that we come across in the Coromandel Fisher. Now, friends, in the last video, we will take the English workshop of the poetry Coromandel Fishers.